Introduction to Cloud Infrastructure and Services is our today's session, presented by Vidya Prabha CV, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Cloud Infrastructure and Services. Generally, cloud is a parallel and distributed computing system consisting of a collection of interconnected and initiated computers that are dynamically provisioned and presented one or many unified computing resources based on the service level agreement. We used to say it as SLA, established through negotiation between the service provider and the consumers, where in other term the cloud refers to a network or internet. In other words, we can also say that cloud is something which is present at remote location, and cloud can provide services over public and private networks, that is similar to WAN, LAN and VPN. VPN means virtual private network. Applications such as email, web conferencing, customer relationship management, that is CRM, can execute on cloud in an easy manner. Whereas the layers of cloud computing are: basic layer is infrastructure as service, where all the hardwares are interconnected and the storage, compute, network, physical devices were available. And the next layer is platform as service, and then above that platform as service, application layer, that is software as service. There we can able to have content, collaboration and communication and all the finances. All the electronic gadgets can able to communicate in an easy manner through this cloud computing. This diagram represents the another way of storage, application and also the infrastructure. Why do we need cloud computing? Cloud computing is a process of transmitting on-demand computing services from applications to storage and or processing power. The cloud computing process is typically done over the internet with the pay-as-you-go pricing model. Most companies will choose to utilize cloud renting options rather than owning their own computing infrastructures or data centers. Cloud computing all started with software as service or application as service, being that SAS offers applications online. Example, Google Sheet. Companies like Salesforce, Google, Amazon and Microsoft were some of the very first run their own data centers. Few advantages of the cloud are cost, accessibility, recovery and so on. Purchasing physical storage can be very expensive. Without the need for hardware, cloud storage is exceptionally cheaper per GB than using external drives. Accessibility: using the cloud for storage gives an access in your files from anywhere through the internet connection. Then recovery: in the event of hard drive failure or the other hardware malfunction, you can access your file through cloud. It acts as a backup solution for our local storage on physical drives. This is a very important advantage as we consider. And syncing and updating is one more advantage here. When we are working with cloud storage, every time we can make changes to file, it will be synced and updated across all the devices that you can access through the cloud. Finally, a security on cloud storage. It provides us an additional layer of a security to the services, since there are many people with files stored on the cloud. These providers go to added lengths to make sure your files. few disadvantages are also available in the cloud. There are internet connectivity. The basic disadvantage or demerit is when whatever data we are having in the cloud, we need to access means very basic thing is internet connectivity. So cloud based storage is dependent on having an internet connection. If we have a slow network, we have to have face many issues in accessing your storage. In the event we find yourself somewhere without internet, we won't able to access our files. Next one is cost. There are additional costs for uploading and downloading files from the cloud. These can quickly add up if you are trying to access a lot of files often. Next one is hard drives. Cloud storage is supposed to eliminate our dependency on hard drives. Yes, nowadays we are moving or 100% depending on the cloud. Well, some business cloud storage providers require physical hard drives as well as. Some are another disadvantages of cloud are cloud supports storage, it's not the best, especially we are using a free version of a cloud provider. Many providers refer to a knowledge base or FAQs. Privacy is another great question mark. When you use a cloud provider, your data is no longer on your physical storage. So, who is responsible for making sure that data is secure? That is really a gray area that is still want to figure out. Few cloud computing examples are for software as service, it is a Salesforce, for infrastructure as service as DigitalOcean, and platform as service AWS, that is Amazon Web Services. And for file sharing plus data storage, we can use Dropbox. For big data analysis, Civics Analytics is available. Data governance and example is Carbonite. For cyber security cloud examples, Forcepoint we can use. Few deployment models of the cloud computing are, as we have private cloud, public cloud and hybrid cloud. In general, private cloud it is a function for a single organization on the private network and it is very much secure comparatively to other cloud. Example, corporate IT department. The diagram represents the both private cloud, public cloud and also the hybrid cloud. Public cloud, it is owned by the cloud service provider, example Gmail. And then hybrid cloud is a combination of both and the features of both private cloud and having the features of public cloud also. Example is proprietary technology. Some top cloud providers are Amazon EC2 and S3. It is a very key web services that creates and manage virtual machine with an operating system. Running inside the EC2 is much more complex than S3. Next one is Google App Engine. It's a pure PaaS, that is platform as service. It is represented by web or application server. Another cloud providers are Windows Azure, Google App and Panda Cloud. And some more applications of cloud computing are the various applications of cloud computing in today's world are online data storage, where cloud computing allows storage and access to the data like files, images, audios and videos on the cloud storage. And the application is for backup and recovery, big data analysis, testing and development. And for antivirus application also we are having e-commerce application, and also cloud computing plays a major role in the education. Few cloud computing applications are represented with the diagram iconic as Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and AWS, and then Google Platform as Service, and then Amazon Electric Consult, Salesforce, and so on. IBM Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, VMware, and Oracle, SAP, Google Workspace, IBM, and so on. These are all the some cloud applications lively we are using. Now we come to the end of the session. Thank you all.